Hi, I'm Molly with West Virginia University Extension Service Family Nutrition Program, and today we're going to make a quinoa salad with cranberries and almonds. Cranberries are the food of the month for November, and this recipe uses dried cranberries. The other ingredients for this recipe are 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of water, 3/4 of a cup of carrots that have been shredded or finely chopped, 3/4 of a cup of red pepper that has been finely chopped, 3/4 of a cup of green pepper that has been finely chopped, 1 cup of garbanzo beans that have been drained and rinsed, 3/4 of a cup of dried cranberries, and 1/2 cup of almonds that have been chopped. With our carrot, our green pepper, and our red pepper, I washed those thoroughly and then prepared them ahead of time. It's always a good idea before you start cooking to clean your surface and wash your hands. I've already done that, so I'm ready to get started with our recipe. So the first thing we're going to put together is the salad ingredients, and then we'll go over the dressing in just a moment. So we're going to add all of our vegetables first to a large mixing bowl. So I've got my 3/4 of a cup of carrots, my 1 cup of garbanzo beans, 3/4 of a cup of green pepper, 3/4 of a cup of red pepper, 3/4 of a cup of our dried cranberries, and 1/2 cup of our almonds. So I've got all my salad ingredients in here. Now for the quinoa, if you've never prepared quinoa before, it can come in a bag that looks like this. I got tricolor quinoa. There's red quinoa, black quinoa, and regular quinoa all in this bag. You could buy all black, all red, or all regular color, but I thought this was a fun alternative. You are going to mix a cup of the quinoa with 2 cups of water in a saucepan on the stove. Let it come to a boil, and then let it simmer for about 15 minutes until all the water is absorbed. Once all the water is absorbed, add in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and let it cool. I did that part yesterday, so I'm all ready with my quinoa, and you can see how it expands just like rice would when you're cooking. So this is my quinoa combination that has our 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and it has been cooled. And I'm gonna just dump this in to our other ingredients. Once we have our salad all mixed up, and it looks gorgeous, we've got the orange carrots, the red pepper, the green pepper, the cranberry color, and the tricolored quinoa. It just looks good enough to eat. We're gonna get started on our dressing. So the ingredients for our salad dressing is 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to add all of this to a liquid measuring cup. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and 1 teaspoon of honey. Got my little spatula here to help get everything out. Now, once we have all our ingredients in our measuring cup, we're going to whisk it together. I like to whisk like this. And we can add salt and pepper to taste, but I'm gonna wait to try it first. That's always a good rule of thumb. Okay, I think I've got all my dressing mixed together. You just kind of have to break down the oil so that it combines with the mustard and lemon juice and apple cider vinegar and all the other good flavors. So now I'm ready to add this to my salad. So I'm just going to drizzle it on top. And you may be thinking, well, that cannot possibly be enough dressing for all this salad. But there are so many flavors going on in this combination with the cranberries and the green pepper and the red pepper that you really want to let those ingredients shine. And this is just kind of an enhancement to that. So mix this all together until everything's nice and coated. And the great thing about this salad is that it can be served hot or cold or room temperature. There's really no rules. And also with the dressing, you could try different mustards, you could try different oils, you could try different vinegars, kind of play around with what you have on hand. No need to go out and buy anything special. Okay, I've got that all mixed up and I'm gonna sample it right now. Put a little bit in my bowl. Make sure I get a bite with a pepper, garbanzo bean, definitely a sweet cranberry, and let's see the verdict. That is really great. You've got a crunch from the peppers and the almond, the sweetness coming through with the cranberries. It is really a bright, refreshing salad that you could make at the beginning of the week and eat it for lunch throughout the week. Quinoa is a low-fat food, high in fiber, high in protein, and you've got all these great veggies in here as well, plus the plant-based protein of the garbanzo beans. This is like a superfood salad in a bowl. I really hope you give it a try and that you enjoy this recipe. Thanks so much for joining me.